All Mob and Biome Votes from 2017 to 2023. In the first ever mob vote we could have picked from 4 different mobs. The barnacle, which is an ocean creature that sucks players down with its tentacle. It spawns in the deep ocean biome. The great hunger, which sinks into the ground, camouflages itself, and consumes mobs or items with its huge mouth. It was said to have the potential to add or remove enchantments from items. The wildfire, which is surrounded by shields to defend itself. It spawns randomly in the nether with a group of blazes. Also it has a shockwave attack. Lastly, the winner, which is the phantom. The next was a biome vote. We could have picked between the desert, the taiga, and the savanna. The first would add palm trees and meerkats. The taiga, which one added sweet berries and foxes. The third would add baobab trees, termites and ostriches. In 2019 Minecraft continued with another biome vote. The options were the Badlands, the swamp and the mountains. The Badlands would add tumbleweeds, vultures and a new type of flowery cactus. The swamp, which later became a part of the wild update, added boats with chests, frogs, and mangroves. And finally the one that came first was the mountains, which added powder snow, goats, stone with snow on top and improved mountain terrain generation. This was part of the caves and cliffs update. The next was a mob vote with 3 candidates: the moo bloom, the iceologer, and the glow squid. Moo blooms would spawn in flower forests and would interact with bees in some way. Iceologers would spawn in mountains and hurl ice clouds at the player. Glow squids, which one are used to make text on signs glow. The glare would have shown you areas that are dark enough for monsters to spawn. It would do so by flying to dangerously dark areas and then throwing a hissy fit. If you give the allay an item, it will gather more of the same or similar items that they can find and give back to you. This could be a collectible, something you've crafted, or a block you mined. Also, if you have a note block nearby, that's where it will drop your collectibles. The copper golem would have been a small robot-like mob that would have been created with copper. It would have been attracted to copper buttons, which would also come with the golem had it won. The copper golem would have the oxidation removed with either an axe, or being struck by lightning. It would also have turned into a statue at full oxidation. The winner was the allay. The 2022 mob vote had 3 mobs. The sniffer, which is described as an ancient mob, that was thought to have been extinct. It is hatched from sniffer eggs, which can be found in chests in underwater ruins. This means they do not spawn naturally, and are extinct until revived by the player. Upon hatching, the sniffer can find ancient seeds, which can be used to grow new types of plants, which will also come with the sniffer. The rascal was a mob that would have been found underground in areas below y=0. The rascal would have given the player hints to help search for it, and would have also given the player an item if it was found 3 times. Once the rascal rewards the player with the item, it will teleport away. The tough golem was a golem that would have been built by the player. If a wool block was included while building it, the tough golem would have worn a cloak matching the color of the wool block. The tough golem was described as a statue that would have held and displayed any item. When it wakes up, it will move around while either holding an item, or pick up an item if it is not holding one. The tough golem would have returned back to the spot that it woke up from before turning back into a statue. The tough golem was 1 block tall, so players can also stack them. And the latest mob vote, the options are the crab, the armadillo and the penguin. The crab will spawn in mangrove swamps. It will also add a crab claw that lets you interact with blocks from further away. Armadillos spawn in the savanna. They will add scuts that can be crafted into dog armor. Penguins spawn in stony shores. They are slow on land but fast in water. They boost the speed of boats.